Skimming across Makassar Bay on the way to Celebes and Komodo, one thrills at an approaching invasion of the unknown on the strangest islands in all the travelcade of world wonders. The harbor is filled with weather-beaten craft that have endured for generations. Makassar, a Dutch Indies metropolis, gives Celebes the last touch of modern civilization on this strange journey. The three-wheel tandem bicycles on Temple Street are part of the Dutch influence. The misfortunes of war that have hit Holland are reflected in Makassar, where the peaceful flow of life shown here has been rudely disjointed by the cyclone that is sweeping around the world. Apartment house in Celebes, where DX dwell in a ramshackle compound 300 feet long on high wooden stilts with no elevator service. A visiting Toradja tribesman who carries his own palm wine in his own bamboo container. Torajans drink very little water but are never thirsty. Outside Makassar frolics the anuang, or forest cow, found nowhere else but in Celebes. Slightly larger than a sheep, this animal oddity seems like a composite goat, cow, and water buffalo. Ruins of a freak volcanic disaster of centuries ago that swallowed up a mighty river, leaving the Mata Alo a mere trickle of water 60 feet below, and the coffin boats perched high on a rocky ledge. By this strange accident, the dry land boat relics mark the most unique burial ground on Earth. The Toraja tribes cling to this desolation with a superlative regard for their dead, whose remains are taken to repose in the rock-walled tombs close by the 500-year-old coffin boats. An interesting variety of curious images representing departed spirits protects the lofty tombs from destruction and the invasion of all evil. Until a few years ago, the Torajans were headhunters. In Bonaran, their chief village, they are now a docile race. The stranded boats on the rock cliff serve as the motif for the architecture of their present homes. The remarkable dances of a heathen ritual are intended to memorialize the departed of the 12 Torajan tribes, as well as to drive away the spirits of evil. The throwing away of their palm plates by the men at the end of the dances indicates that all is well in the spirit world. The house containing a corpse long dead and decorated with charm tokens marks the strange superstition that a Torajan dies 3 times, once at death, once while his spirit wanders, and once at his reincarnation as a bird or animal. The villagers observe the 3rd death with a feast of the dead. Barbecued buffalo meat and palm wine drawn from trees savor the feast. There is always a bountiful repast, and no one thinks of doing any work while the festival is in progress. The palm wine has a potent power and inspires the younger set to step out in dances that are reverential but joyful. The merriment includes games as well as dancing, and sometimes a buffalo fight. After a week of drinking and dining for the dead, the mourners are most happily sad. Those who survive the festival, the next day carry the corpse from the family home in a solemn funeral procession that wends its way through the village and proceeds along a stony path leading up to the family tomb on the hillside, there to repose through timeless time amid the coffin boats of mysterious antiquity.